Welcome back over to week 10. Had to catch you with a jump scare a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, but it is time for some more SBA action. We are back at the second half of the season, and we'll see what happens here. How does Flame lose by 1 run this time? It can't be by Grand Slam. That's off the bingo card, but we're going to start off with a very high stakes matchup. No nonsense now with the new schedule because my work hates me. But with that being said, it is the rookies facing against the Monarchs. Can they finally get their first win of the season? We highly doubt it here at the SBA, but we'll see what happens here. The rookies, I mean, it's the battle of mid and worse than mid. I mean, the rookies have not had a good season so far, but it shows how bad the Monarchs have been that somehow they are worse. So we'll see what happens here. Anything can happen when it comes to the SBA, especially after the Stadium Series, a very successful Stadium Series that we will be bringing back next season. Breaking news out of the SBA. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That is the wrong piñata that they use, but yeah, it should be a fun slate of games. Obviously, game of the week is one that we weren't expecting, you know, about a quarter of the way through the season. No one was really expecting the Bows to be in the spot that they are, and now they go and face the Titan that is the Diddy Monkeys, while the Diddy Monkeys are on the road. Should be a fun game. So, and then Paragoomba. Somehow Paragoomba got a job before Light Blue Yoshi. I don't know. Anyways, Red Magic Koopa. God, these teams suck. God, both these teams just absolutely blow. You know what? I'm rooting for the Monarchs. I want them to at least get 1 win. Dude, if this is the start of like the biggest comeback ever, dude, Brown Critter Revenge Game 2. Anything can happen. Anything can happen at this point. Hennesme. Latamina. Baby Mario, Baby Peach. Alright. We want to make sure that our lineups are updated, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said before, this is a very tight schedule compared to last time, so we're not going to have as much leeway for, you know, mistakes, errors, stuff like that. So we want to make sure that we are on par and on the money when it comes to everything going into all of these games. So we'll make sure that happens. Peach in the center field. Yellow Yoshi. Red Shy Guy. Brown Critter. Koopa. No way. Bro, I posted about it. What do you mean you didn't know? Baby Mario, Baby Peach. Now we go over to the Bowser Jr. Rookies. Start the second half. I mean, again, no team has been officially eliminated from the playoffs. For a team like the Monarchs, it's a miracle that they would need, but the playoff hunt starts today, and it starts with this matchup, so we'll see what happens. So you're saying there's a chance. That's the biggest thing. Red Shy Guy at second base, Blue Pianta at third, Paragoomba, and then it's Pink Yoshi. Bowser Jr., Red Magic Koopa, Baby EK, Blue Pianta, Meebert, Red Shy Guy, and Paragoomba, Yoshi. Alright, quick look at both teams. We are good. We have to go right into this, so let's do it. The second half of the SBA season in Season 4 has begun, and that means one thing, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the playoff chase, and it starts with 2 teams near the bottom. Obviously, both these teams are not in the playoff spot to start, but I mean, what a way to start if they were able to get back into the playoffs. It is going to be the Bowser Jr. Rookies and the Peach Monarchs. Both these teams have been begging for their seasons to go better than they have so far. The 2 worst teams in the league statistically from a record standpoint. Obviously, with a run in a rally from either of these teams, they could easily make the playoffs because 5-4 is the line for the wild card. But a lot of work is going to have to happen. Brown Critter, his first game back against the rookies since being traded. And this could be a great start here for Brown Critter, but that's a great grab by Baby DK. Trying to take him yard, could not do it, so we see the rookies come up first here in the bottom of the first inning. Obviously, for the rookies, they have not had a good season at all, so it has been very tough from that perspective. But then you look at how the Monarchs are playing, and you know how bad they are when you look at the type of season the rookies are having. And just seeing what they are able to do. A star hit here from Bowser Jr. may be able to get them on base. Trying to go for the balls. Latsmina immediately gets hit by the paint. Fair. And Pink Yoshi's going all the way to third. What a play there. Good base running there from Pink Yoshi. Now here comes Red Magic Koopa. Both these teams desperate to try and get back into the win column. Red Magic Koopa trying to change the fortunes here. That's going to be a hit into the outfield, and that's going to get a run home. The rookies get on the board first. And that was all set up by the base running from the Bowser Jr. star hit by Pink Yoshi. Just putting them in a great position. And that's going to get them the first run of the game here in the bottom of the first. And the last thing you want, if you're a Monarchs fan, is for Baby Peach to be taken off the mound and for Peach to be thrown in. Debatably the LVP of the league. Peach has not been good whatsoever, no matter what position she is thrown in, so it has been a rough season, for lack of a better word, and that's going to round the bases again. Blue Pianta is going to score another RBI for the rookies. And the Monarchs' struggles continue into the second half of the season. Peach already tired. This could go from bad to worse. They're looking for a defensive play from someone. Trying to make the play is Brown Critter. He accidentally jumps out of the way. They tried to go for the play, though it could not work. And now it is 4-0 rookies. The type of season that the Monarchs have that we have never seen in SBA history. It has been a historic bombshell of a season for first-year head coach TC. And speak of the devil, she's going to have to come in with Baby Peach being tired. Can she do better than what Baby Peach did? And hit there from Red Shy Guy. Trying to make the grab his Brown Critter, but not in time. That's going to be 5-0 rookies in the blink of an eye. Paragoulman now up to bat here for the rookies. They're just trying to get some sort of defensive stop. It has been nothing but frustration, and they can't even make any grabs whatsoever. They have yet to get an out here in the bottom of the first, and this could go from bad to worse. And hit there, grab by Gray Shy Guy. Can they get the triple play in time? Yes, they can. Finally, something going the Monarchs' way, but it's too little, too late. Knowing how the Monarchs have played in the first half of the season, this is already game over. And I wish the commentator curse was a thing, but it is just not a thing when it comes to this team. They don't have hitting, they don't have fielding, they don't have pitching, they don't have a good head coach. They have nothing going their way. And they're going to need a miracle collapse coming out of the rookies to have any chance of getting back into this game. They're going to have to look towards Hennessy and Latsmina to have legacy games just to give their team a chance to get back in this game. And there's going to be foul. Luckily foul. Somehow caught by Bowser Jr. And hit there. We'll go not over the head of Red Shy Guy. He'll make the grab. Double play and they'll change sides. Someone message TC in the Discord chat. Just say GG's. Bottom of the second, and there's no way to get back in this game. With that being said, make sure you tune to the SBA every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Due to change, due to scheduling conflicts. But how you find out about that? Like, subscribe, hit that bell for post notifications, comment away, and make sure you join the SBA Discord for all your updates on your favorite SBA teams. Not one of them being the Peach Monarchs, but I digress. Red Magic Koopa now up to bat. And finally making a play is Brown Critter. Brown Critter having a sort of fall from grace after last season. He's been traded to multiple teams. He was in the running for a possible All-Star. He was really good in the playoffs for the Wario Muscles. He has just not been able to find that same form here in Season 4. That's Mina going to try and get stuff going for Peach Monarchs, and she'll be able to get on base. Baby Mario, the new acquisition here for the Peach Monarchs. My God. A fantastic hit deep to center, but it's going to be a pop fly. Now here comes Baby Peach. And hit there into the outfield. That's going to get at least 2 runners on. Latmina was going to get bold and go to second. Oh my, Chong almost got to third, went back to second, almost gave up it. So now 2 runners on, but whether or not the Monarchs do anything with it is the biggest question. Now they have bases loaded with 1 out. But now you're relying on Gray Shy Guy. And Brown Critter's up, so if Gray Shy Guy can get on base, it's not the worst scenario to be in for the Monarchs to try and claw back into this game, but they've had multiple chances here and there and everywhere in between. And oh, that's going to be a miss there. The Monarchs are going to get 2 runs from it. Yellow Yoshi going home, and that's going to make it a 2-run game. A rare miss from Baby DK. And they take advantage. All of a sudden, the Monarchs are back in it. Ebert, a rare fumble. Now he's standing a little tired. Can Brown Critter take advantage? Ebert, star pitch thrown into the outfield, caught by Red Shy Guy. Double play, change sides. They'll likely end the momentum from the Monarchs, but that's a great swing for Coach TC. Still looking for his first win in his SBA coaching career. And hit there from Baby DK won't go anywhere. You're not going to see a lot of hitting from either of these teams. The real question is, can the rookies hold on to this lead? Hit there from Blue Pianta. That's going to be a fly out. Ebert now up to bat. He's trying to make it the damage, and the infield has been doing a really good job helping her out. You know, in previous games, Peach would give up at minimum 5 runs in all other games, so we see some magic here from the Monarchs in the second half. It's very unlikely, but they are going to go for a pitch and change. Ebert a little tired. Bowser Jr. will come in. Not known as the best reliever, but definitely not one of the worst, sort of somewhere in the middle. We'll see what happens here, and that's going to be foul. And hit there from Koopa. That ball has a chance to drop, and it goes off the pipe. That's going to be fair. Koopa's going to get on base. He's not known as the strongest hitter, though, so trying to avoid a double play is the Monarchs. And hit there. Trying to get into the gap, but they won't be able to. That will be a double play. And it's me now up to bat, 2 outs already, so trying to prevent a third one. Will the star pitch be thrown by Bowser Jr.? No. That means he's going to go for the hit up the middle and be able to get on base. Still, that's probably all the momentum that the Monarchs had with that 3-run shot. It's just they have not shown any ability for home run potential from any of their players. The closest has been Latmina, but putting all the pressure on a rookie is hard to do, and that's going to be an out. They'll switch sides. Now for the Monarchs, they're looking to just try and play solid defense and just prevent any more runs being scored by the rookies. All those runs were scored in the first off of an error, so I mean, it's not the worst case scenario, but it's not the best case scenario for either of these teams. Definitely a tight-knit game. And I think the Shy Guys being put in the infield has been sort of a revelation, sort of the new thing to do, the new age thing to do here in Season 4. They have been fantastic, especially Great Shy Guy, given his opportunity at shortstop. Goomba able to get on base. Hell throws over. That rarely happens in the SBA. Now here comes Light Blue Yoshi. Hit there will not be good. I'm going to try and go for the double play and get it. So switch sides. They're looking to try and get back to the meat and potatoes of that lineup. Yellow Yoshi at the start of that. So if Baby Mario and Baby Peach can get on base, could be an interesting little story. Baby Mario just recently acquired via free agency. And oh, it goes off the pipe, and that's going to be an out. What would have been a foul ball and give them another shot just goes right into Light Blue Yoshi's hands. That's the first time we've ever seen that. Now here comes Baby Peach. Looking for a line drive down the right side, but that's going to be caught by Pink Yoshi. Both outs caught by Yoshi's. Now Yellow Yoshi up to bat. Bowser Jr. trying to hold on to this 2-run lead for the rookies. Right there, we'll go straight to Red Shy Guy. And that'll be a 1-2-3 out inning. The rookies holding strong. The Monarchs had that 3-run pushback. Still 2 runs. We'll have 2 more innings to try and get back into it, but they're going to have to play perfect defense for 3 innings as well. Try to make the grab. It's Brown Critter, and you will. Looks like a star hit is going to be used for the second time by Bowser Jr. And that's going to be a single shot there for Bowser Jr. Nearly an automatic single after that for usually. So they're just looking to try and get players on base and get them in scoring position. Hope for a little bit more wackiness here at Yoshi Park. And hit there from Red Magic Koopa is going to get him on base. That's going to get 2 runners on, 1 out. Looks like Baby EK is going for the potential bunt situation here. Can they get the out at first in time? They can. That's going to advance 2 runners, though, in the scoring position. They're going to hope that Pianta has a little bit more power in that bat. And hit over the middle will not go anywhere. Just a bad hit from Blue Pianta. They had to show a replay for that because they couldn't believe it. Now the Monarchs have 2 chances in the 6th and 7th inning to try and get 2 runs, which if it was any other team, you would feel a little bit more confident than you do with this squad. And hit there. What a play there from Meebert. Play in the gap, and Meebert makes a diving grab at first base. Brown Critter just looking really just for a home run shot, just to get them within 1. And just hope some wackiness hits their way for the Monarchs to get back into the win column. Or get into the win column for the first time this season. Brown Critter at 2 strikes, so they're going to be forced to go for a slap hit and going to be able to get on first base as a result. Now here comes Koopa. Koopa looking for a hit up the middle. What a play there from Red Shy Guy. Change sides, and that may be all she wrote. The 2 best hitters in the lineup back to back, and they aren't able to do anything against this rookies team. comes Meebert. Hit up the middle. Now being out at first base. I mean, what else can you do with this? I don't even think Prime PD Piranha is going to help push this team over the edge. This team is far from saving in any sense of the word. There from Red Shy Guy, that's going to be deep. It looks like Hennessy will make the grab. Guma now up to bat. Potentially the last out of the 6th, and that's exactly what happens. So now the Monarchs, can they get 2 runs? They have their Miis, who have been clutch hitters in the past, to at least get into scoring position, not known for, you know, getting, you know, game-winning runs, because they haven't been able to. But if Hennessy and Latamina can just get on base and just hope for some magic to work out in their favor, we could be seeing some Monarch magic. Hit there from Hennessy. That's deep over the left field. Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can. Hennessy tried to catch him by surprise with the home run shot, but they were ready for it. That's Mina, the last out potentially, and that's all she wrote. A potential home run shot. If it was a little to the left for Hennessy, it would have been good. But yeah, the Monarchs are due, according to TC. What he didn't realize is that they're due for another L, as the Monarchs will continue to be winless going into Week 11. And now Red Magic Koopa, your MVP. Not much to say overall with the game. Obviously the batting was working because of the good running there by Pink Yoshi and Bowser Jr. to get those runs scored in the first inning, and that's all they needed. But the Monarchs did have some pushback there in the 3rd, but it was just not enough. After that, they were not able to do anything. New free agent acquisition Baby Mario, just a big old donut for that. With that being said, the Monarchs will go to 0-9-1 going into Week 11, while the rookies get back in the win column 3-7. And if they get a few wins in a row, that momentum could swing them into the playoff hunt. And we are the Cleveland Browns. Can someone make that, like, can someone take the gif of that? Dude, I will save that gif so quickly. If someone saves that, oh my god, that would be hilarious, dude. Oh my god. Please, if someone makes that into a gif, that's gonna be the funniest gif in the world. All right, now time for the 2 teams whose coaches never show up to games. Nevertheless, they are coaches in this league, so we gotta give them the time of day. It's the Wilds versus the Fireballs. See if the Wilds can defend home jungle here in this GOAT. DK Jungle, Donkey Kong. That is not Donkey Kong or Mario. I mean, kind of close. All right, DK Wilds. Oh, wrong. Oops. And Red Critter. Man, someone free my boy Red Critter, bro. Someone free my boy Red Critter. Free my mans, bro. He's stuck. He's stuck on the DK Wild. Someone message Mac. We need like a mush brain type move to tilts someone's team in their favor. And Wigglers on the fireballs, man, both these teams are they're just holding people hostage at this point. Fireballs first. Mario. There we go. And then everyone hoards good players. Unfortunately true. Here comes at third. Alright, looks good. And then we go to DK Wilds. Where did DK Wilds there? Alright. Second base, shortstop. Right field. Left field is Pablo. Chet Meach on first. And Pinata and Dixie Kong is the starting pitcher. And then Dixie, Donkey. Red Pinata, Chet Meach, Pablo the Critter. Yeah, no, he's not. Unfortunately, he's the best player on that team, and that's not really saying a lot, so yeah, it's looking a little rough out there, for lack of a better word. Alright, let's go. The playoff chase continues as the Mario Fireballs will visit the DK Jungle and the DK Wilds to see what happens. But overall, it has been an interesting season for both of these teams. The DK Wilds are 5-4 as one of the better teams in the SBA, but they're sort of a step or tier below when it comes to where they're supposed to be when it comes to expectations. Obviously, a coaching change mid-season did not help this team at all. But DK has not been himself in a few of these games as well. What a grab there from Yellow Pianta. So with that being said, we'll see what happens in this game. Obviously, the Mario Fireballs just beat, they just beat the Bowser Monsters. No biggie. They just beat the Bowser Monsters, so they could just be on a run that no one expects, after beating the Bowser Monsters 13-0. But we could see. And here comes Mario. First one up. And there for Mario over the middle. He'll be able to get on base. And hit there from Yellow Toad into the outfield. That's going to get 2 runners on. The Toads have been consistently good hitters in Season 3 and Season 4. Obviously, Dixie Kong has been the starting pitcher for the DK Wilds. Is that an up and down season? That ball is walloped into center field, and that ball is gone! A Pianta home run. I thought I'd never see the day. 3-0 Fireballs. What a start. Hit there for Wiggler into the outfield, but what a start here for the Mario Fireballs. Could this be the start of a miraculous run? It reminds me a lot of the Diddy Monkeys from Season 1 when Coach K-Bark, also known as Coach Jackie Moon, was the coach of the team, where basically they started off horrific. They started off 3-5 or 2-5. They ended up going 7-7 back in the old playoff format, in the old regular season format, and was able to find a way to sneak into the playoffs and win it all as a 6th seed. So, I mean, is it possible? Absolutely, but I don't even think they were a 6th seed. I think they were a 5th seed. going into that season, but even then they were on the road the entire time. It even took down one of the better teams, took on a lot of good teams to make it to the Season 1 SBA Championship. So, can the DK Wilds respond? That's the big question. Chet Meej, the legendary me, won't be able to do anything as Pianta will make that. Now here comes Pablo over in the middle, and that's caught by Yellow Shy Guy. You mentioned it in the previous game, Yellow Shy Guy has been dynamite when it comes to their defensive performances, all of them, as we see the Season 3 cover athlete. Red Critter trying to help bring this team over the edge, hit there over to the left side, and that's not going to be caught. Red Critter is going to get on first base. Izumi now up to bat, known for his home run hits every once in a while, but won't be able to get it there. We'll change sides. And while we have a moment, make sure you tune to the SBA every week at 7 p.m. Eastern. When? Well, you're going to know that if you hit subscribe, turn on the bell for post notifications, like, comment, make sure you watch every single game, and make sure you tune into the SBA Discord for all your updates on when game days are and updates on your favorite SBA teams. It's Kong already getting a little tired early on in this game. Donkey Kong's going to have to come in a little sooner than probably they would like. Tiny Kong, one of the newest additions for that team, already on first base. They are going to go for the pitch and change. A very interesting strategy here, preventing the tiredness from affecting the game. They throw in the power pitcher in Donkey Kong. And hit there, it's going to be a pop fly. Tried to hit the barrel ball, but wasn't able to do anything with it. Back to the top of the order. Here comes Mario. And we'll try to hit that one again. And people have been trying to hit that barrel ball and have it go the distance. And it just never worked for Donkey Kong. But remember, using star pitches in the second inning is a bold strategy. You got to make sure that you get outs from it, because if that backfires, you could be going deep into your pitching bag, and if you don't have a lot of consistently good pitchers, it could result in an issue. That's going to be a high, deep fly ball that's going to be caught by Yellow Toad. Now hit there will be caught by Yellow Pianta. Yellow Pianta starting at second base. Here for the fireball. It's an unorthodox place for him, but it has worked out so far. He has not made many defensive errors. It's been really the unluckiness when it comes to this Mario Fireball team. But maybe this is the start of something great. You know, they had that tie against the Monarchs, and ever since then they were on a little bit of a skid. But winning against the Bowser Monsters could absolutely change the momentum of this team going into the second half. Yellow Toad will start here in the bottom of the third for Fireball. Still up 3-0 after that 3-run shot. Star pitch coming in for Donkey Kong. They'll hit it again. They just keep hitting him and just never get the consequences from it as well. So now here comes Yellow Pianta. Hit there from Yellow Pianta goes into the outfield, and Pianta will get on first base. Wiggler now up to bat, former Daisy Flowers legend. Wiggler's just going to get on base again. One of the most consistent contact hitters in the SBA since day one. He has been someone that has been super reliable to always have on their team. I'm very surprised that no one is making the effort to try and get Wiggler on their team. Star pitch coming in for Donkey Kong. It's going to be another infield fly. Being out there, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Trey Mears now up the bat. Has a few home runs to his name from previous seasons. Not really a noted home run hitter, though. Hit there into the outfield. Gets over Red Yoshi's head, and that's going to get some runners in scoring position. Not only in scoring position, they're going to get home. 4-0 in favor of the Fireballs. Shy Guy now up to bat. Trying to continue the momentum here for the Fireballs. And hit there will go straight to third base. They'll get the out and they'll switch sides. And the DK Wilds are in a very precarious position almost halfway through this game. They have yet to get any runners even in scoring position, let alone any runs scored. Donkey Kong's going to look to try and change that momentum in his team's favor. Donkey Kong, noted home run hitter, has not had a good, second quarter of the year. The first quarter, he was pretty decent. Ever since then, he's sort of been hit or miss when it comes to his hitting. And that has costed the Wild some games down the stretch here in the season. And going into the second half, you're going to need him to be on his A game. Red Piñata already had 2 strikes. Got to be super careful. 1 out already. Hit there. We'll go over the head of Yellow Piñata. And Red Piñata will try and get the first base in time and make it. Now here comes Chet Meej. Meej going for a deep ball to center field, but that one is caught by Yellow Toad. Fantastic tracking by the outfielder. Now Pablo up the bat. If he can get on base, Red Critter in the hole. On deck, we'll see if he can get on base. And what a grab there from Yellow Shy Guy, preventing that from happening. What a defensive play. And the Wilds continue to get stumped offensively. The Mario Fireballs, we talked about Monarch Magic and it not existing. Maybe it's Mario Magic here in the second half. All of a sudden, the Mario Fireballs could be a dangerous, threat to deal with, especially since they're definitely way closer to the playoff hunt than a team like the Peach Monarchs. So, now here comes Monty Mole. I'm going to continue that momentum, but looks like that's going to be caught by Paratroopa. Mario now up to bat. And Mario goes for power hits. He's gotten more home runs than he would like to admit. And hit there will go into the outfield. Trying to get out at second. They almost do. Close call there from Hides and me. Over to Red Critter, but not in time. And hit there from Yellow Toad, just perfectly in the gap. And bases loaded for the Fireballs yet again. This looked like the Fireball team last season. That was just a wagon and a difficult team to deal with. Now, Yellow Piñata try to go for the power hit. Won't be able to get it. Can they get 2 outs before a runner scores at home? And they will. What a play there from Red Critter, the Season 3 cover athlete. Now can the DK Wilds respond? Red Critter made the double play. I look to try and make a statement here with the Wilds. We'll at least get on first base. Izumi now up to bat. And hit there will go easily to Yellow Piñata. That will turn into a double play. Red Critter's been sort of disappointing here with the DK Wilds this past season. Halfway through the year, you'd think a 5-4 record would be impressive considering everything with the rest of the teams in the league, but they could be way better if Red Critter just locked in and just did a little bit better on his end. Again, they're just getting stymied on offense. So the Fireballs will hold on to this 4-0 lead. Whaley will be the first one up to bat. Looking for a potential power hit here, but decides against it. There from Wiggler. This time, the contact doesn't work in his favor. Red Yoshi will get the out. Right there, over the middle. Caught by Red Yoshi, my goodness. He has been a stud on the infield. And has overall just been fantastic for this team. Right there for Trey Mears. Again, Red Yoshi, my goodness. Just continues to be an X factor. Remember, here in week 10, week 12 is the trade deadline. That's in 2 weeks. So anything can happen. Well, obviously next week, the DK Wilds face the Birdo Bows. So it does not get any easier when it comes to the schedule. But then the Mario Fireballs next week, they play the Diddy Monkeys. And if a Red Hot Mario Fireball team can beat the Bowser Monsters and continue to be on a win streak, the Diddy Monkeys and Coach Connor may have something to be concerned about. Going into that week 12 matchup, or week 11 matchup, my apology. Getting 2 wins like this, 2 statement wins against playoff teams. One of them against the best team in the league. Something that the Diddy Monkeys could not do in their earlier matchup. Now Red Piazza is going to go for a bunt here. Obviously a little high for a bunt, so that's going to be an easy out there. Now here comes Chet Meach. Chet Meach trying to change it into his own favor, and he's going to be able to get one through, but he can't get the first in time. Trey Mears, the throw from right field. The right fielders have been dominant this year. My goodness. Any chance of momentum immediately shot, and the Mario Fireballs are still in firm control of this game. Critter will make the easy grab there. Well, I mean, defense can only take you so far. They have not been able to do anything on the offensive end. And they're going to have to continue to play good defense, and that's exactly what they do with the infielders. Can they do anything on the offense? That's going to be the main question. And over the middle, Pablo's going to be able to get on base. It's a little bit of a start. Again, Red Critter. Here, this is the last chance for the DK Wilds to get anything to go before the Mario Fireballs win their second game in a row. That's a deep shot over to left field. That has a chance, and that is going to be foul just to the left of the pole. The one chance they had, they go for the slap hit. A chance to get 2 runs immediately without any outs, and they aren't able to do it. Now here comes Heisenme. Hit there, that's going to be a deep shot to center field. That's over the head of Yellow Toad. They're going to go for the bite throw. Can Pablo get home in time? No, he can't! What a throw again from Trey Mears! Trey Mears having an all-time defensive day. Now the DK Wild is going to have to play near perfect. Trying to have any chance to get back in this game. Hit there, over to the right side. A little bit of a screenplay. Will they get the double out as a result? Yes, they will. The computer could not compute the Mario Fireballs winning 2 games in a row against playoff teams, one of them against the best team in the SBA, and that's exactly what the Mario Fireballs did, and we may be seeing the first little bit of Mario magic. Yellow Pianta, your MVP. That home run shot was a rarity coming out of Piantas, and yeah, just nothing to go. Red Critter, unironically, had the best day batting-wise. It just wasn't enough. No one else was able to do anything. And a complete game for Wiggler, too. So shout out to Wiggler. He has been an absolute MVP for this Mario Fireball team, even through their struggles. But Yellow Pianta will be the MVP. The Mario Fireballs go to 4-5-1, while this DK Wilds team will go back to 500 at 5-5 going into Week 11. Man. All right. Next game up. Say who I think it is. All right, Flame. Can you beat the Muscles? This is definitely a toss-up of a game, so we'll see what happens, but... Peach Ice Garden. Alright, Red Koopa. Ormy. Kitty Piranha. Dark Bones. Yoshi. Please with me, Waluigi. And nope. And Dry Bones, Green Toad. And Critter. I'm gonna add 2 Magic Koopas. Alright. Mario Muscles first. First base is Mamma Mia. Catcher is Wario. Green Toad on the bump. Right field, left field. Yep. That's good. And then cool, and then we go Red Koopa. Our Bones left field. Red Noki at catcher. Yoshi at first base. Luigi starting pitcher. Baby at second. At third, and then Koopa, Wormy, Petey, Dark Bones, Yoshi, Binks, Waluigi, Daisy, Rocky. Alright, let's do it. Let's go, Flame. The playoff chase here in Week 10 rolls on as the Daisy Flowers will look to try and get back into the win column after a gut-wrenching defeat at the hands of the Diddy Monkeys, a walk-off grand slam. And they'll look to try and stay afloat here in the playoffs. Currently 3-6 so far under Coach Flame in this new Petey Piranha era. So obviously they're going to look to try and get back into the win column. Being at Peach Ice Garden and getting that bid as your home stadium does not help the type of team Flame wants to build. But they are facing a Wario Muscles team that is 5-4. So winning against them would actually push them closer to getting into a playoff spot. So this is a big game for the Flowers to try and sneak back into the playoffs. That's sort of been Flame's mantra ever since he made the playoffs the first time. He always likes to sneak into the playoffs, almost unannounced, so he can do some damage in the playoffs as a sneaky underdog. Hit there from Red Toad, and that's going to get him on base. And hit there from Blue Critter. That's going to be a deep shot over to left field. Looks like that's going to be caught by Dark Bones. They'll change sides. And we go to the bottom of the first. The Daisy Flowers get on the board first. Obviously, the Warrior Muscles have had a very up and down season. Getting in the playoffs, I mean, all teams going into this week being 5-4, and that's a strikeout for Green Toad. But both of 4 teams being 5-4 going into this week shows how volatile the SBA can definitely be. What a grab there from Blue Critter. He's had his issues this season, but you still see shades of the former Defensive Player of the Year. Now here comes Petey Piranha. And hit there. That's going to be a deep shot over the left field. Chance for a home run if it was a little more, but that's going to be a caught out over to the foul side, but they were able to get under it, so no runs scored here in the first. Make sure you tune into the SBA every 7 p.m. weekly here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for post notifications, comment away, and also tune into the SBA Discord for updates on your favorite SBA teams. Money, oh my god. Now with the out there, Rascal Me will be up. Middle of the order, going to try and get something to go here for the Muscles. Grabbed there by Koopa. Koopa, a sneaky good player here on this Daisy Flowers team. Someone to definitely look out for in the second half to see if he can continue to be that unsung hero. Right there. What a grab there from Daisy. And they'll switch sides. We talked about it all the time, but obviously when it comes to certain teams, you have your all-stars, and that's, gonna happen. But the real question is, can the players in the bottom half of the lineup be contributors and help you out whenever you need it the most? That's been the biggest question for a lot of these teams, especially the Daisy Flowers, 3 and 6. You think with a player like Petey Piranha, they would probably be, one of the better teams in the league, and they started off like that. I think going 2-1 or 2-2 to start the year, looking competitive, and they have just been the bearer of bad news and bad luck these past few weeks. Like we mentioned last week, losing to a walk-off grand slam by King Boo, his first of his career. So obviously, the Daisy Flowers are looking for Lady Luck to be on their side here in the second half of the season. That's going to be an out. They'll switch sides. It's going to be a very defensive-heavy matchup. Some base hitting and some slap hits is going to be the main difference between both these teams. Star pitch being used by Waluigi early on. They do have some good pitching. They do have Yoshi, and then they do have Daisy. Flame's hoping that it goes Waluigi, Yoshi, Daisy, but obviously the assistant coach can do whatever he wants when it comes to certain things. It's been the definition of wacky, for lack of a better word. I mean, we saw a game with the Luigi Knights where Toadsworth was in for 1.5 innings, and then obviously the game got away from them because they had to go through the rest of their pitching rotation way earlier than expected. It has been a wacky season, for lack of a better word. Some top dogs, some underdogs, and some dogs in between, but overall, it's been a fantastic season for the SBA. And we are just getting into the second half. And there from Green Dry Bones will not go anywhere. Caught by Petey Piranha. Defense being the name of the game early on in this game, but the script could flip on its head. One of the best fun facts in this league, Waluigi led the league in RBI doubles. So he's had some chances for home runs as well, and it's gotten him, not really known as a power hitter, but he has done it, in the second quarter of this season. Maybe we can see more of it going into later games, but definitely not at this stadium, unless you have a power hitter with a line drive, unlike when someone like Petey Piranha. It's going to be very unlikely for that to even happen. And hit there. Line drive over to the left side, and it's going to be caught by Paratroopa. Renoki, the new acquisition for the Flowers. So trying to look to be a main contributor. Oh my goodness, what a grab there from Blue Critter. Double play, change sides. My goodness. Shades of his Defensive Player of the Year campaign, where he only had one error all season, Blue Critter, when he won the Defensive Player of the Year. And hit there from Green Toad. That's going to get into the outfield. So that'll be a single. Singles and doubles have been the name of the game here, but they have not been able to get the third base. Either team. Starfish is now coming up for Waluigi. Strategic use of the stars, waiting until the 4th and 5th inning. Very smart for Waluigi. Obviously was the MVP in Season 1 as well. Was a do-it-all player in the 8-team era. Now here comes Wario. There's a player to watch because he's had a little bit of a skid here. And that brown streak will continue. It just has not been good for the captain these past 2 weeks. And hit there from Koopa to the outfield. They've been able to get on first base a lot of times. Not as many doubles, but at least some of them. But try and get the ball into those gaps behind the outfielders is the name of the game when it goes to this stadium. Maybe here? No. Want to grab there from Green Dry Bones. Here comes Petey. Like I said before, this would be a giant statement win here for the Flowers to try and get back into this race. Try and get back into the playoff hunt. That's going to be out at first. Runner advances, but 2 outs. So now Dark Bones is going to try and have to get Koopa home. And then there, it's going to be a high fly ball deep to center field. Can Rascal Me make the grab? Yes, he can. Rascal Me with a hit over to the right side, but that's going to be foul. And hit there. Daisy will make the grab. Defense has been the name of the game so far. Olamia on the rookies here in Season 4. Going to help to give the Water Muscle a little bit of a second half push. Yoshi able to make the grab there. Now here comes Green Parachupa. There will be grabbed by Petey Piranha. Even with the star pitches used, Waluigi is on a heater right now. Staying on the mound going into the 6th inning. See what happens here. Can the Daisy Flowers get on the board first? There's been nothing short of a stalemate from both sides when it comes to the offensive production. But it has been more of a game of fantastic defense, preventing any runs from being scored. Obviously, we'll see what happens. Binks McMee. In the middle. And now the offensive production is starting to dip a little more than they would like. And Waluigi at least gets some momentum. Get them swinging in the right way. And that's going to be a line drive. It's going to get Waluigi at least on first base. Hit there from Waluigi. Now be caught by Green Parachupa. There's a chance we have a game go to extra innings, folks. We weren't really expecting it. But there is a solid chance. And hit there. Into the outfield. And Koopa does get on base. There. Oh, what a grab there from Daisy. Double play. One of the better infielders in the game. Star pitches have been used aplenty, but the defense has backed up Waluigi. Dry Bones into the outfield again. Daisy makes a fantastic grab. Like we said before, we might have to go into extra innings here for this game if no one can score. Flowers will have 2 chances and the Muscles will have 1. How will they go about these last few innings here in Week 10? Flowers desperately need a win to get back into the playoff picture. Red Noki, my goodness, that's a deep shot. Any other stadium, that would have been a home run. But that's going to be an out. And hit there from Koopa. That'll be 2 outs. Warren shifts some momentum into the Flowers' favor. Hit there into the outfield. And Green Dry Bones will make the grab. Star pitch is still being used by Waluigi going into the 7th. And that's been working out pretty well here for the Flowers. Now Waluigi getting tired. All the way to the 7th inning is very impressive. Right there. And that's going to get 2 runners on. With Yoshi on the mound, you wonder in this situation if you might have as well have thrown in Daisy. Knowing the situation of it being the 7th inning and then having Yoshi go for it in extra innings, but they're going to trust Daisy in extra innings. They think they can go the distance here. That's going to be a deep shot for Wario. Looks like they're going to tag up and go. And no, oh, he gets behind Koopa. It goes off the wall. Green Toad's going to try and go home, and he will. Koopa with the biggest fumble of the SBA season so far. And the Muscles take the lead. And hit there into the outfield. That's going to be foul. And again, Lady Luck just does not like Flame. Flame's been calling Lady Luck's number, and she hasn't been calling back. It has been a season of nightmares of close games here for the Flowers, and now they need to lock in defensively. Was Yoshi the right move to come in this situation? Oh, it goes off of Big Spick Me! It's fair! 1 runner comes in! 2! It's 3-0! Trying to grab it was Big Spick Me, but Mamma Mia, 2 RBIs! And the Muscles take firm control in the top of the 7th. They're going to keep Yoshi on the mound and keep Daisy for emergency scenarios, but this is one of those emergency scenarios they have yet to gotten out here in the 7th. And hit there. And that's going to be another run scored, 4-0. And the bottom is falling out here for the Flowers. I mean, Waluigi had a fantastic 7 innings before Yoshi came in. And it is looking rough for this team. And hit there into the outfield. That's past everyone. 1 runner's going to score. 2 go. A 3rd one is waved home. Can they get the throw there in time? No, they can't. 7 from 0-0 to 7-0 in the blink of an eye. And now they throw in the pitcher that they should have thrown in initially. But it's already too little too late. And trying to make the grab as Dark Bones will not be able to. But the runner will not go, so it's going to be 2 runners on. Still no outs. 7-0 for the Wario Muscles. And that's going to be another runner that's going to score. 2 runners on. 8-0. A nightmare 7th inning comes and goes for the Flowers. And oh, wait, gets affected by the ice. Oh, and it warned me. Could have gotten the first out of the 7th, but the ice played a factor. Now it's bases loaded again. The Captain Wario up the bat. Can you get Wario to hit it? Yes, he can. Star pitchers are going to have to come out early and often now for Daisy. Hit into the outfield. That's going to get another runner scored. 9-0. Waluigi must be fuming. My goodness, what a double play to finally end it. But now for the Flowers, you need a historic comeback. Tied for the biggest comeback in SBA history of 9 runs back in Season 1. Funny enough, it was against the team that Flame coached as well. Could he rewrite history and get 10 unanswered runs the first time in SBA history? That's a good start for Petey Piranha. He's going to go all the way to second. Now here comes Dark Bones. Into the outfield. That ball's going to drop. That's going to get by everyone. Petey Piranha's going to go home. Dark Bones is going to go 2. Could he possibly go 3? No, he stays at second. And hit there from Yoshi over the middle. That's an out that they could not give up, but Dark Bones does go to third. And hit there. Will be comic magical. Can they get the out at? Oh, can they get the double play? No, they fake it. Somehow they get a run out of it, but that was a very interesting pickle situation. Down to the last out, you need 7 runs to tie and force extra innings. Can Waluigi get at least on base? That's exactly what he's going to do. He has to be fuming. 7 innings of perfect baseball, potentially down the drain because of a 7th inning meltdown by the Daisy Flowers defense. Daisy is going to go for the pop-up fly. And oh, the ice may actually play a factor. And no, it won't. It played a factor for a second. But then Rascalmeat was able to break out of it. 2 runs was all they could get in the bottom of the 7th. And 9 unanswered in the top of the 7th is going to be the difference as the Muscles will stay on track and go 6-4 while the Flowers go to 3-7. Green Toad started it all. What a game from the MVP. And just nothing there. Petey did everything he could fielding-wise, and so did Waluigi did on batting. But it was just not enough. A 70 in batting from Green Toad is the difference. Everyone else just did their part and just did enough. And the frustrations for Flame has to continue as the Flowers are now the 3-7. And it's looking more and more unlikely that they will not be in a playoff picture come the end of the season. Derek J, I saw that. Oh, Flame. The moment you throw in Yoshi. Dude, Yoshi's not good. He's like okay pitcher. He's not the answer, bro. If they throw in Daisy, that goes to extra innings. I'm being so for real, bro. If they throw in Daisy, they have to go to extra innings. All right, Flame, get some trades going, bro. Trade deadline in 2 weeks, bro. Get cooking. Dude, You taunted. You have to taunt it. You taunted them, dude. How will I lose by 1 this time? 3 straight 1-run losses. Actually insane. Baby Mario is where he deserves to be. You literally... You need to stop... Flame, you gotta stop manifesting. Like, you gotta stop manifesting your losses, because you do it, like, every single time. You play the Doomer mindset, and it actually works. They're like, oh, okay. Unbelievable stuff, honestly. It's honestly impressive the way he loses games. Nothing until the 7th inning happens. Like, that is just... That's really, really impressive. Is it bowl culture yet? No. Not yet. Next game. Ricky Bobby. Ricky Khan, King K-Roll. Odette. Greenoki. Luigi. Who won? The Flowers gave up 9 runs in the top of the 7th, and they lost the game. I wish I was kidding. That's insane to say. It was 0-0 going into the 7th. Waluigi pitched a masterclass, and it wasn't enough. Oh my god, I literally can't believe that happened. I literally can't believe that happened. That's something like the Diddy Monkeys of Season 2 would do. That's not something that you would expect the Daisy Flowers to do, like, honestly. The trade deadline is week 12. This is for everyone. The trade deadline is after week 12, so up to week 12. So when week 12 game day ends, that's when all the trades get finalized and processed. So if anyone's wondering or curious, that's when it is. Who the hell's in second base? Oh, Funky Kong's at second? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Don't talk about my team. Yeah, Flame, talk about the Diddy Monkeys. Say, like, how they're gonna win. I swear to God, Flame is a bad luck charm waiting to happen. Alright, and then we go over to the Bowser Monsters. What's up that? Shortstop. Hammer Bro. There. It's Dry Bones, Bowser. Hammer Bro, Critter. Flame, we're friends, right? He holds a power that, like, he doesn't understand. The Bowser Monsters just lost their first game of the SBA season during the Stadium Series against the Mario Fireballs, and they're looking to try and get back on track this time against the Luigi Knights. The Luigi Knights, ever since the beginning of the season, have struggled 5-4. Currently in a wild card spot, but it has been rough to say the least. Looks like Ricky Bobby will be able to get on first base to start it off. If you want to talk about a team that represents the Los Angeles Chargers with the football season getting back into the swing of things, yeah, it is Funky Kong, man. If he was good at hitting, if he had good hits. Just so many potential possibilities. And it has just not been a good season for Funky Kong. A lot of faith was put into him by money, and it has just not been good. Now King K roll up to bat. Hit there, going for a deep shot over the right field, but that's going to be foul. With a Monsters loss and a Monkeys win, the Monkeys will be the first team in the SBA, the top team and the team to beat. Hit there, that's going to be foul. And hit there, it's going to go for another pop fly. And that's going to be 2 outs. And hit there over the middle. Oh, and a mishap there from Green Critter. And the bad luck for the Monsters could continue. That may be a little bit of an innuendo if they're not careful. Inoki is up the bat. We have not seen Inoki home run at all. So I'd be surprised if we start here. And the Baby Luigi magic may be running out, being that starting pitcher for the Monsters. Finally, they get the out that they need. Hammer Bro. And they'll switch sides. Get to see this mega offense up until that point of their loss. I mean, it was just barbecue chicken, for lack of a better word. The run differential was insane. The win-loss was obviously insane. And this is a very elite offense that's going to score a lot in a little. And it's all thanks to Bowser. He is having an MVP campaign. A little bit of a hiccup last week, but still, this is the Bowser Monsters team that you all know and fear. So, whatever happens with this team, we do not know going into future weeks, but Bowser obviously not happy. Gonna look to try and get back into the home run column. Bowser, oh, what a perfect hit. That's clobbered over to center field, and he's right back at it. Return of the Bowser, and a 2-run shot will make it 2-0 early. Hammer Bro into the outfield. He's going to be able to at least get on first base. There from Green Critter. It's going to be a deep shot over the center field, but looks like it's going to be back at the wall, but Toadette's going to be able to make the grab. So that is an out. And hit there. That's going to get Purple Toad on base. 2 runners on, 1 out. So I'm going to try and shut the door on any more momentum here for the Monsters. The Miis are up for this Monster team. Just a bad hit there from Missy. Let's try and get the double play. A little bit of a different change here, as Funky Kong being put at second base is something that we have not seen this year, at least consistently. Money has tried to mix and mash these lines as much as humanly possible. And while it has worked on a few weeks, it has not worked on others. They are grabbed by Green Critter. That'll be an out.
Oh,
Hit there from Luigi, and that's going to be an out. Green Critter being on top of his game is going to be huge. When Green Critter and Hammer Bro are at the top of their defensive abilities, it is hard to get any runs by them. And with this outfield having all the chemistry with all the people interior, it has been a very good defensive season for the Monsters. Toadsworth can at least try and get on base. Will not be able to. Green Critter will make the grab. Hit there from Taylor McWee over the middle. And now we'll get him on first base. Toadsworth already getting tired. Now having the greatest start to the game against one of the top teams, if not the top team in the league. That's going to get 2 runners on early and often here in the second. They do have Luigi as a reserve pitcher for situations like this. But as long as they can get a few outs and get Luigi in a good spot, that's all that matters. Runner in scoring position though, so Dry Bones has a big chance here. They're going to keep Toadsworth in. Hit there. It's going to be a deep shot over to right field, but that looks like it's going to be caught by Green Noki. And they will switch sides. Toadsworth will live to fight another inning. As it's back to the top of the order here for Coach Money's team. They're going to try and get back in this game. It has been a rough one, to say the least. Oh, what a grab there. Goes for the slap hit. The slap hits have been a little more effective for Funky Kong than the power hits. Both starting pitchers starting to get a little tired. Can King K. Rool take advantage? And hit there. They're going to go for the slap hit. Try and get Baby Luigi off the mound. So 2 runners on, 1 out. They're going to keep Baby Luigi on. Odette. I go for a hit deep over to the right side, but that'll be foul. And there will be caught by Green Critter. Double play that they need, and they'll switch sides. Decided to go for contact, did not work out. Again, Baby Luigi lives to fight another inning, but both pitchers are tired, and they will go for the change with Bowser up at bat. Trying to throw Bowser off of his rhythm. Bowser, the only one with a hit here that resulted in a home run or any runs scored. Top fly there, so that will make the grab. Bro now up to bat, having a good bounce back season so far here with the Bowser Monsters. Hit there, and now we caught by Green Shy Guy. And hit there, will not go anywhere. Now being out to switch sides. Besides that 2-run shot from Bowser, is the name of the game has been defense. Can the Luigi Knights break through and get Baby Luigi off his game? And looks like Blue Noki will be able to get on base first. Trying to take advantage of Baby Luigi being tired on the mound as much as possible before they go for the pitching change, which will be Bowser. And hit over the middle. Will be caught by Green Critter. Double play all by himself. And now here comes Luigi. Hit there. That's going to be deep over the left field. Looks like they're going to go for the bunny jump here. Just a short one just to make sure it doesn't go into the outfield by accident. And now we'll switch sides. Purple Toad now up the bat here for the Bowser Monsters. Looking to try and hold on to his 2-0 lead about halfway through this game. And hit there will go over the head of Funky Kong. And Purple Toad will get on base. Start pitches coming in early and often here for Luigi. That's going to be a grounder, and they're probably going to get a double play out of it, and they will. Smart play from Luigi. As he goes for the hit. That'll be 2 outs. And hit there. That's going to be a deep shot over to center field. Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can. Toadette will make the grab and they'll switch sides. Three more innings to try and decide a winner here. Besides that Bowser 2 home run shot, it has been no offense to speak of from both these sides. A lot of defense being played. That could change in a heartbeat. Shy Guy will get things started here for the Knights. Luigi's still tired, but they're going to still keep him in. Ellsworth looking for his 2nd home run of the year. You wish saying that was a typo. What a grab there from Green Critter. Double play, my goodness. Green Critter, just the infield awareness is just off the charts for him. What an addition to this Bowser Monster team. Back to the top of the order now. Ricky Bombi will be up to bat. Hit over the middle, and that will be caught by Missy. Sure you like the SBA, make sure you tune in every week at 7 p.m. When? Well, you have to find out by subscribing, hitting that bell for post notification, and commenting away and tuning into the SBA Discord for all your updates on your favorite SBA teams. First out there, but Baby Luigi's going to be able to get on base as well. 2016 Real Madrid is such a good comp for this Bowser Monster team. And the only other team that beat them is their FC Barcelona. And I can't even call the Mario Fireballs FC Barcelona. Who's the team that they had trouble with? They just didn't have trouble with anyone. Nevertheless, a captain versus captain matchup. Bowser trying to really put this game away here in the bottom of the 5th. Would make this 5-0 with a home run shot. The windup swing, that's clobbered over to right field. Can they get back there in time? No, they can't. You can kiss that ball goodbye. It's 5-0. And Bowser may have just put a stamp on this game. Hit there from Hammer Bro, trying to go for a home run again, but that's going to be foul. Hit there. He's going to try and go for the home run yet again. This time deep to right field, but that one's going to be caught by Green Noki. There will be caught by Funky Kong. They'll switch sides, but is it too little too late? I was gonna say, Flame, like, it's like 2016 Real Madrid is such a good comparison because it's one guy carrying and then everyone else is just such a good supporting cast. Like, Bowser is basically just Ronaldo. No, you're not tearing the team down, Money Man. You're still in the playoff spot. Don't turn into TC. Good lord. Everyone sees TC tanking and thinks it's okay. It's not okay to tank. Hit there from King K. Rool, but that'll be foul to the right side. And hit there. King K. Rool trying to go for it all. Right side, gone! Chris Paul cuts the lead to 42. It's a 4-run game now. They got all they could out of Baby Luigi. But now Bowser comes in for the last 2 innings. What a grab there from Baby Luigi, the hops! Now here comes Blue Noki. And hit there over the middle will be caught by Green Critter, and they'll switch sides. And hit there from Purple Toad. We'll be able to get him on base. I'm giving all my players to TC. He still will find a way to not win. You can give all your players to TC, it will literally do nothing. Like, that's the thing. TC will find a way to make that team lose, and that's going to be Bates is loaded for the monsters. And there, from me, Gamara, looking for a grand slam, and he's gonna get it! Grand slam with extra ham. Me, Gamara shuts the door, and any comeback from the Luigi Knights. And now the pitching merry-go-round starts. Green Shy Guy will be the first one up. I keep that outfield intact for the moment. That'll be the first out that they need. They still need 2 more. So they gotta be super careful. Green Shy Guy. Rybone's going to try and get a hit off, but that's going to go straight to Blue Noki. 2 outs. Bowser looking for home run number 3. Will not be able to get it, but will be able to get on base. Here comes Hammer Bro going for a deep shot over to center field. And that ball is caught. Now Luigi Knight's going to need 8 runs to tie, 9 runs to take the lead to go into the bottom of the 7th. But with how this game has gone, it looks very unlikely that that's going to be able to happen. Hit there, and that's going to be the first out that they need, thanks to Hammer Bro. There from Green Shy Guy. Into the outfield, and Green Shy Guy will get all the way to second base. Can they make it look not as bad? That's going to be the main question. I mean, we could see another Toadsworth home run if we're not careful. And 3-star pitches being used against Toadsworth. That's bad manners in gaming terms. He's trying to get out of here. Show them no mercy. Star pitches being used left, right, and center. That's the last one he can use. Now Ricky Bobby's going to try and get a pop fly to go his way. And under it, who else? Me Gamara. And that will be the game. And after a strong start for the Luigi Knights, they are back to 500. And at risk of being outside of a playoff spot if this skid continues. And for the Bowser Monsters, this is a much needed bounce back win to stay atop the league. Who else? 2 home runs. I mean, Mi Gamara could also be a factor for possibly, that grand slam that also helped a lot. Strikeout and 140 batting from Bowser. Just another day at the office. And they had some chances. They just could not convert. And they're just not able to do anything with this team. It has been frustrating to say the least. But with that being said, the Luigi Knights go to 5-5. And the Bowser Monsters get a much needed bounce back win. Going into week 11, it'll be 9-1 for the Bowser Monsters. What happens after Waluigi's got pulled? It all went wrong. All right, Derek J, where you at? It is time for a game of the week. Bow Culture. Can they shock the world and beat the Diddy Monkeys? All right. I did. How about you stop distracting me, Connor, and let me do my job? Gosh. So annoying. All right, let's get this done before 9, shall we? All right. Nighttime Yoshi Park is always a beautiful place, so I'm glad this was voted Game of the Week. Or I made this Game of the Week. All right, Birdo first. Yeah, it's Birdo. It's Birdo home. All right. Yeah. Birdo. Where's Bow Culture? All right, someone let Derek J know what his team's about to play. All right, Blue Toad. What's up, Connor? There's a little bit of a delay, so take that into effect. Oh, someone added me on Discord. Hold on. Switch my picture? Wait, what? Oh, what the hell? All right. I didn't see that. I didn't see you make the change. You didn't capitalize the positions. I usually look at the positions that they're capitalized. So that's on me. I swapped it. If you can capitalize your like positions, just like just use capitalization, like that could help me out a lot. Cause I honestly didn't see that until like after you said it. Maybe double check. All right, let's do it. Blooper on the mountain is diabolical. All right, let's do it. Welcome to Week 10 Game of the Week. The Birdo Bows will be hosting the second best team in the SBA as Bow Culture will look to try and make it. That last week was a fluke after a Grand Slam walk-off for King Boo. Bows are going to try and shut down that momentum that the Diddy Monkeys could continue to take into the second half of the season. Obviously, if it wasn't for the Bowser Monsters, we'd be talking about this team as the best team in the league. 8-1 with their only loss to the Bowser Monsters. This has been a great season here for the Diddy Monkeys, as that one will be caught by Michiro. But this Bows team hasn't been without, you know, some fighting them. They have definitely had a good season up until this point. Jimmy on the mound has been a sort of pleasant surprise considering everything. You know, not many people thought Jimmy was more of an outfielder, more of a player that's really good defensively, but he has not been bad on the mound. Obviously, the Bows would like a better record going into this game, but this would be a statement win to really solidify themselves as the third best team in the SBA. Bluto now up to bat. Remember, this is the first time Blooper has started in a while. The last time he was a consistent starter was back in Season 1 with the Margo Fireballs under Florida Man, where he became Pitcher of the Year. Connor obviously looking for as many pitches as possible. I mean, look at down the line. You have Diddy Kong, you have Blooper if he has a good game, you have King Boo, you have Yellow Magic Koopa. Fibro has been a serviceable pitcher in the past. I mean, this team, pitching-wise and defense-wise, are loaded. It is a very, very well-rounded team made by King Connor. And they will switch sides. So we'll see the Diddy Monkeys on offense for the first time, or the second time. I said they couldn't do anything much the first time, but here comes the man of the hour, the man who got the walk-off grand slam against the Daisy Flowers to make them 3-6, trying to repeat history. Gone! I'm getting deja vu. King Boo makes it 1-0. Only thing that's different is last time it was on a cruise. My goodness, King Boo is on a heater, for lack of a better word. Boo will get on first base. But what a start for the monkeys. And hit there into the outfield. The drink will make the grab. We're now up to bat. For a hit up the middle, but Baby Daisy has been a fantastic defensive player, and they will switch sides. Rainbow now up the bat here for Bulk Culture. I'm going to try and get on the board and will not be able to. Toad will make the grab. Birdo looking to answer back after that King Boo home run. Really trying to work the corners against Birdo. That's a deep shot over to center field. Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can. What a grab there from Toad. The drink. Now up the bat, the All-Star last season. Uber being very patient. Knowing his history recently, he's just trying to do the best with this opportunity that has been given to him. King Connor putting a lot of faith in Blooper, and a lot of people have really just written Blooper off. It's one of his last stops before being permanently in free agency when it comes to being a viable pitcher. But let's see what happens here. Diddy Kong up the bat, star pitch from Jimmy, hit there, but that's going to be foul over to the left side. Again, Diddy Kong will be caught by Baby Daisy, who has been a very, very good pitcher, but an even better infielder. Baby Daisy has been a stellar infield player, and just on the defense side has really been beneficial for Bull Culture. Trying to make the grab just a little bit out of her reach. Bobby will get on first base. A little Bobby versus Jimmy matchup. Both these players were on the same team last season. Looking for a revenge against one another, make this a little bit of a rivalry as two runners get on thanks to Red Toad single. Fire Bro trying to make this 4-0. What an addition that Fire Bro has been here for this Diddy Monkeys squad. That's deep over to right field, but that's going to be foul, barely on the right sideline. He's going to go for it again, but that's just going to be a hit over to that left side. Caught by Petey Piranha. The drink's going to try and make the grab and will make the grab. My goodness, and that's a double play. What hustle from the drink. Patient with the Piranhas. And the drink turns a double play. Michiro up the middle will be caught by Yellow Magic Koopa. Obviously for the Bulls, currently 5-4 going into this week. Looking for that statement win. They have yet to really get it this season. Sort of winning the games that they need to and losing the games that they are expected to lose. And hit there. Oh my goodness, what a trick play from Fire Bro. My goodness, that doesn't get a replay. That is ridiculous. Jumps out of the way. Fire Bro looks behind them. The awareness to grab it is unbelievable. Now here comes Vanilla Me. Hit there, over to that left side, but that's going to be out. Can King Boo replicate what he did in the second? Look at that right wall. Looking juicy. Trying to go for it again, but this time it is off the wall. Need a little more hype behind that hit. But he will get on base. And hit there into the outfield. Will be caught by the drink. He's doing a solid job on the mound, even with them being down 1-0. We're to try and continue that. Looking for the play, and they get the out at first. And the Bows will go back on offense. Make sure if you like the SBA to tune in every week at 7 p.m. Eastern. But what day, you ask? Well, you make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for post notifications, and comment away. And tune into the SBA Discord for updates on when we go live and updates on your favorite SBA teams. That's a deep shot for Blue Toad. That looks like it's going to be off the wall fair. And Blue Toad's going to try and go 3, decide against it. He will get a double out of it, though. Jimmy now up to bat. Looking for a deep shot. This time over to the right side. Bobby hit. That's deep, and that's gone! Just enough mustard on that hot dog. Jimmy gives the Bows the lead. A 2-run shot from the pitcher is the difference here in Game of the Week. Baby Daisy able to get on first base. Now if you are the Monkeys, you're just trying to get out of this inning as fast as you possibly can. Hit there will be fair. They're going to try and go for the double play thanks to the help from Blooper running over to first base. They get it. That may be able to shut any momentum. But Berto is known as a home run hitter. Looking for a shot there. Will be caught by Yellow Magic Koopa, and they end any momentum that were able to happen. And that's the difference between a team like the Daisy Monkeys and the Daisy Flowers. The Daisy Flowers could not get any outs, and it just went from bad to worse. Monkeys able to shut that momentum and look to try and respond here in the top of the 5th. Remember, we thought the Monkeys were down and out, and we thought the Flowers were going to win that game. They were up 3 runs when the Monkeys got their last shot, and somehow they found a way to win. This Monkeys team just finds ways to win in unorthodox complications, and they still find, you know, a solution to all their problems. Bobby versus Jimmy. Trying to be a storied rivalry. What a grab by Baby Daisy. Double play, and they'll switch sides. So, Monkeys gets time for 1 inning. They'll still have 2 innings to get anything to go, but they're going to have to play perfect defense from this point forward. And hit there. Oh no, will be caught by Firebro. Ichiro up the bat. Blue dry bones behind him. Ichiro, that's deep over the center field. That's going to go off the train. So that's going to stop any forward momentum. Ichiro will get on first base though. And hit there from Blue dry bones. Trying to make the grab. Toad was a little bit out of his reach though. And because of that, Bows have a runner in scoring position. It'll be up to Dark Blue Yoshi. If you are King Connor, you're definitely looking for the pitching change sooner rather than later, depending on when you can get it. They do get the out at second, so they do get the 2 outs, but they do allow a runner to score. And that's the perfect time to go for the pitching change. Diddy Kong has been fantastic on the mound here for the Monkeys all season long. And what you were able to get out of Blooper to this point was really impressive. Hit there, this one deep to right field, Blue Toad, gone! Bo Culture said take that pitch and change and shove it! A 2-run shot! And the Bows take a 4-run lead. Now if you're the Monkeys, you're hoping for a miracle. Whether or not you can get it is the biggest question mark. And hit there, Baby Daisy. That's going to be a deep shot, but looks like that is going to be caught by Red Toad, and they'll switch sides. A Blue Toad home run might be the dagger here for the Birdo Bows. 5 unanswered. And they're going to need 4 just to tie it if you're the Monkeys. Trying to keep up with the Bowser Monsters is a Herculean task as 2 of the best teams in the league. And the Bowser Monsters have had their scares every once in a while. And after the loss against the Mario Fireballs, there was hope that with another loss and another win going the other way, it may have translated to a potential #1 seed, at least for a week, but it may not happen here. 2 runners on early, though, so you gotta be careful if you are Bull Culture. Vanilla Me hit there into the left side. That's gonna go deep. That's gonna have a runner score. They're gonna have another runner go all the way to third. Momentum now swinging in the Monkeys' favor. Perfect hits by this part of the order. And Vanilla Me will get an RBI to his name. Oh my goodness. It's not the same situation, but Deja Vu going over to the right side. That's going to be foul. He tried it. Instead, we'll go for the slap hit to make it bases loaded. Smart play there from King Boo. And they play the hitting game. That's going to be a deep shot for Boo. Will they tag up and go home? It looks like they will. And Firebro will make it, making it a 2-run game. Now here comes Yellow Magic Koopa. Jimmy's still staying on the mound. Questionable decision from Bull Culture. What a grab there from Boomerang Bro, and they'll switch sides. Now a little bit of a dangerous area here for Bull Culture. Now it's a 2-run game. They're going to look for obvious insurance runs to try and shut the door on any comeback here for the Monkeys. Into the outfield, Bobby will make the grab. Birdo now up to bat. This could be a massive momentum blow if hit to the perfect ability, and it won't be able to. So it's going to be a pop fly to center field. Toad will make the grab. The Drink now up to bat to the last out here in the 6th. What a game for Game of the Week as we start the second half of the SBA season here in Season 4 for the playoff chase. This Bow team is hungry to make it into the playoffs. Hit over to the left side, all the way to the wall. But the Drink will get on base. Ichiro. For the right pitch, thinks he gets one here. That's going to be deep over the right field, and that's going to be off the train. The Drink will stay at second. Starting to get tired is Diddy Kong. Using his star pitches was going to be the answer. At least not for now. Going for the star pitch. Really trying to go all out before the 7th. And hit there. Will be grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa. And they'll switch sides. We'll start with Blooper. Jimmy. Which is the perfect one over to Blooper. That's going to be the first out. They're keeping Jimmy in, which is very interesting. Now they take him out. Berto as a closer is very dangerous. And now the chances of the Monkeys winning this game, or at least tying it, become more and more unlikely. That's 2 straight outs. It is up to Bobby. Can he get on base? And now the star pitches are coming. That's exactly the last thing you need if you're King Connor. And Bobby knows he needs to go for a hit here. He gets it. At least gets it into the field of play. And Bobby's going to go 2, and he's not going to make it! Tried to risk it for the biscuit, and it got stolen from under his nose! And the Bows get a statement win! Undisciplined base running from Bobby. And that will end the game. The Bows get a much needed statement win. Blue Toad the MVP. 70 from Jimmy. Just an all-around great performance. Even with Berto getting zeros across the board. A great team performance. Bobby, what in the world was he thinking? Trying to go to second. He got on base. He had a toad in the hole. And he just wasn't meant to be. And the train plays a factor here, as it is a beautiful park to play here at Yoshi Park. But with that being said, that will do it for Week 10 of the SBA, as the Diddy Monkeys finally fall for the first time since facing the Bowser Monsters. 8-2 will be their record going to Week 11, while for the Berto Bows, 6-4, and they might have implemented their stamp as the third best team in the SBA. My name is Commissioner Crowd. We will see you guys next week for more SBA action. What was Bobby doing there? Oh, yo, Connor, if you're still here, shout out Yusuf Nurkic, my favorite NBA player. Shout out Yusuf Nurkic, bro. You know ball. At one point, Yusuf Nurkic was a top 5 center in the league, but no one wants to say that. Anyways, that will do it here for the SBA for this week. We should be back next Friday, is what I'm hoping, unless things happen and things get switched around. But until then, this is the SBA and Commissioner Cryo signing off.